Hey there, jerks. Welcome back to I Have No Idea What I'm Doing. And today, I really don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. I'm going to change out the fuel filter of that beast right there. It's starting to look really good. I didn't bother to show you the part of this video where I put the old exhaust back on the car because this turned it into a rice mobile. Apparently this part right here, this is the fart can, and it engages at about half throttle. So it was so damn embarrassing to have that on the car that I just needed it off.
What a fucking idiot.
That's gonna be either given away or for sale or something like that. I'll figure out exhaust at a later time, but right now I'm far happier with the sound of the existing exhaust. I had the there was a crack in this that was causing the big problem. It's right there where the actual tailpipe came out of the muffler. So I had a guy at great shop here in Orlando. Actually, it's in Sanford or Longwood or whatever it's called. Miata's and more. That dude was amazing. He's really cool. He just welded that up for me for like 25 bucks. And cool guy to talk to too, as far as any problems you have with Miata. Okay, so what else we're gonna do today is the fuel filter, right? So to do that, you gotta have the car up on jacks, and the fuel filter is right behind, you can't see crap, is right behind this panel. We're gonna have to get that cover off, but we have to do one thing first, and that is, whoa, we have to turn that down a bit. One thing we have to do is turn the car on and disconnect the whatever thing that the fuel pressure, whatever, and that's behind this. It's under your dashboard behind this. There are other videos out there. Yeah, that thing. So I'm gonna do that super quick, and I'll show it to you in just a second. Okay, so I think I found it. I believe it's that yellow plug that you see right in the middle there, next to the, right there, sorry, next to the white thing. So I'm gonna have to pull that. Now, I'm gonna show you something, a cool trick that you can, I'm currently upside down in my car, in the footwell. This is a terrible, terrible way to get in here and do stuff because I can't, there's just literally no room. So if you want to start your car without stepping on the clutch, there's a little button. Where is it? Right here. See this little plastic thing that I'm pushing in? That is your clutch activator that tells the ignition that you can start your car. Some people disable this because they say that it's not a good idea to press in your clutch without the fluid moving. So I can actually, and I'm gonna do this, you're not gonna be seeing me do this, but I just press that button in and then I can start the car. Good, just like that. All right, now, if we remove this plug by doing that, now I am told that that will stop the, oops, crap. That's supposed to stop the flow. Press like for Def Leppard. All right, well, that's interesting. It's supposed to stall out because that is supposed to make the fuel pressure stop. And since it has not, I am now confused as to what I'm supposed to do. So let's just give it another couple seconds here. All right, so it wasn't that yellow. It was this yellow one right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I'm pushing the little thing in. I'm starting my car. Maybe. There we go. And then I'm gonna pull this little yellow plug. There we go. What the shit was that? I pulled the whole thing out. That's not good. So there you go. So I pulled this out. It's not connected to anything in there. It's just on like a little bracket, which I will now have to try and put back in. I don't know how that's gonna go. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Well, I may have another wire thing now just hanging in the middle of nowhere, because this is gonna be very, very difficult to replace back into its little socket. Well, I'll get to that in a little bit. Anyway. Okay, let's go to the next thing. So tools I'm gonna need is a Phillips screwdriver, a 10 millimeter ratchet, and a pliers, because we're gonna need to remove some hose clamps. Oh, and you're also gonna need an old shitty towel. I'm going to use this old shitty towel, because as much as you try to not spill gas all over the place, I think you're gonna spill gas all over the place. All right, so we're gonna take our screwdriver and undo these guys a little bit, because these are just plastic clips that are holding this little panel in. They're supposed to easily pop out. And when I say easily pop out, I mean it's probably gonna be a bitch. So there's 4 of them. Yay! They don't want to come out. So cool. Okay, well that screw came out. That's not exactly what I wanted. Okay, but you know, as long as the screws can go back in, I guess that's not a problem. Sorry, this is a boring part. Okay. So 4 screws out, 4 clips out. Sorry, there's 5 clips. Derp. And of course, every job takes longer than you think it's going to take. There we go. Okay, so the panel is away. I'm just going to take this 10 and it's a 10, right? It's not a 10? What the shit? It's a 10. Okay. So now this should move around in here. Mostly. They mostly come at night, mostly. Okay, so there's a couple things we can do to make sure gas doesn't fall all over my face, and one of those is to jam a pen in it, and this is the side that's going to drip. Yeah, and when I say that, you're gonna watch me fail. This is gonna be amazing. Anyway, the worst thing that can happen is I get a little gas on my towel here, and then I'll just burn it in effigy. Oh, I'm back. So one thing people said that you can do is you can jam a pen. Look at the camera, jackass. Okay, is you can jam a pen in the tube to keep it from dripping all over the place. I'm gonna try that. So I've had 3 different pens here. Okay. I have exactly 25 minutes to do this because I have a photo shoot coming up very soon. Okay, so let's do this. And this guy right up here. There. Oh, okay. So the reason why we pulled that yellow thing was to relieve all the back pressure in the fuel lines, because that's what pushes that's what tells the fuel pump to keep pushing fuel through. I should very likely be using some sort of safety glasses, because as I understand it, gasoline in the eyes is less pleasant than you'd think. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's coming. Alright, so I'm right at the edge of that one. I'll get my pen ready. My pens. Alright, let's see what happens here. Okay, so we've got flow. There we go. Alright, so the pen trick worked. So good. Now I have to figure out how to get this side off. Alright, so there's gas in the filter, so when you turn it upside down, that happens. Holy shit! This is one of the hardest things I've had to do with this car. And sadly, the gas looks perfectly clean coming out of this thing, so I'm guessing I didn't need to replace this. Alright, here it comes. Finally. Okay. There we go. We got gas. Alright. I'm gonna take a nap for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna stick this back in here. Alright, that's gonna reach. Both of them are gonna reach. I really don't want gasoline to hit me in the face. Whoopsie. I hope I don't catch on fire. Alright. I'm gonna pull this and bleh. Good. Gas everywhere. At least it's not in my mouth. That's terrible. If you've ever gotten gasoline in your mouth, it's kind of the worst. Okay. So there you have it. Is a replaced fuel filter on a Miata. Okay. That's the wrong way, jackass. Alright, one thing you gotta do, or should do before you button up this whole thing, is to start, replace that thing under your dashboard, and then run your car, see if you have any leaks, and if you don't have any leaks, then put it all back together. So that's what I'm gonna do really quick. And when I said really quick, you know what I meant. Alright, that was perfectly normal for it to take that long because we did drain the immediate system of gas. And I'm just inspecting to make sure hoses are dry, hoses are good. This one looks a little cracked at the edges here, so that may be a situation. Yeah, you probably can't see that. I'll zoom way in to see if maybe you can see that or not, but maybe not. So, looks pretty good. I'm gonna put the panel back on, and then this job is done. All right, so there you go, we're done. I got the cover back on without too much struggle, and this car is getting very close to being roadworthy. No, it's already roadworthy, but totally happy with it so far. I don't have too many more jobs to do, but stick with me, and I'll see you the next time on, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm learning.